If your business only runs when you do, you don't have a business, you have a high-paying job. And in this video, I'm gonna show you why most founders stay trapped in the 3 systems you need to escape. See, most entrepreneurs stay stuck in this employee mentality and they think that more hours actually equals more revenue. And the reality is, that's not it. The real problem isn't a lack of effort. The real problem is a lack of systems that can operate without you. The reality is successful CEOs don't work more hours. They work on building systems that actually multiply their impact. Most grinding entrepreneurs are thinking about, okay, how can I actually work more to make more money? Successful strategic CEOs think, how can I focus on building systems and building assets, and these assets make me more money? So they focus on the assets generating more money instead of them generating more money. It's a total shift. So you got to shift from being the doer to being the designer, and that's what separates 6-figure hustlers from 7-figure and even 8-figure CEOs. So I give you a personal example. I know for me, I was grinding away for years and I wasn't even at 6 figures yet. And I actually made one shift and I went from building systems and working 4-day work weeks instead of 7-day work weeks, and we blew through the 6-figure year, and I actually continued to do that, and that compounded year after year after year, and we blew through 7 figures and even 8 figures while actually working a whole lot less. And the biggest thing was I actually went from thinking, okay, how can I work more hours to generate more revenue and doing more things, to actually doing less things, critical things that actually move the needle, and the business actually began to compound far and beyond. I could actually build it with my personal effort. All right, let's get into how you actually put this together for your business. So point 1, here's why your business can't run without you. The belief that most entrepreneurs have is because they feel like this is their baby. They need to be in every part of the process to actually maintain quality. And what that's done is it's accidentally made you the single point of failure in every single part of your process in your business. Every client delivery, every sales call, every decision has to flow through you because you've never documented how things should work and what success actually looks like. Your team comes to you for answers instead of following clear procedures. And you're spending 80% of your time doing $25 per hour work instead of $500 hour CEO level work. So I have a client named Karana. She actually just got on the Inc. 5000 fastest growing companies list. And when she came to us, she was stuck at about $30,000 to $40,000 a month, and she was working 7 days a week, pretty much all day, sun up to sundown. We actually implemented some of these systems that I'm talking about in this video into her business, and she went from being stuck at $30,000 to $40,000 a month, working 7 days a week, to actually working 3 to 4 days a week, while making $300,000 to $400,000 a month. She was able to spend more time with her husband and her kids, be at her kids' school more, attend all the football games, the basketball games, and all other things, and travel the world while her business actually grow without her. That's the power of implementing these systems into your business. Now, if your business is doing well, but it falls apart when you step away, that's the problem we solve. We'll look at what's keeping you stuck in the day-to-day and help you put simple systems in place to help you get your time back. All you gotta do is hit the link below and book a call. Speaking of systems, that leads me to point 2, the 3 systems every business needs. Most people think that systems are complicated, but it's actually just 3 simple categories. So let me break those down to you real quick. Number 1 is lead generation systems. So these are automated ways to attract qualified prospects without you posting content 24/7. The second system is client delivery systems. So this is step-by-step processes to ensure consistent results, regardless if you're part of the process or not. And step number 3 is team management systems. So this is clear roles, responsibilities, and accountability structures so people know exactly what they need to do without having to ask you questions. The magic happens when these 3 systems work together, and it creates a self-running machine. So I'll give you an example of my client, Abdul. So Abdul actually has a real estate business, and he actually coaches businesses on how to actually step into his real estate. He actually does mobile home investing. And he actually used to invest about 70 hours a week in client fulfillment, like multiple different calls, multiple different things. We actually implement these systems. He's now able to actually work with his kids, be there when he get home, take off on Thursdays, and now he's able to actually go back and start doing MMA fighting like he wants to do. And he was able to free up 50 hours a week. And if you add 50 hours a week times 52 times 52 weeks in a year, I mean, that adds up pretty quickly. And it was all because he implemented these systems into his business. Now, point 3, the biggest system mistake and how to avoid it. Now, the number 1 mistake is trying to systemize everything at once instead of starting with your biggest bottleneck. Most entrepreneurs get overwhelmed because they start trying to document every single process in their business. And it's so overwhelming, they just quit throwing the towel and just keep doing what they're doing that's not working, and that's continue to bury them in their business. The reality is the 80-20 rule rule applies here. 20% of your processes create 80% of your headaches. So what I want you to do is I want you to start with the one thing that requires you the most, and I want you to systemize that first. And once that's running smoothly, I want you to move to the next biggest time drain. So I give you an example of a client of mine named Cassandra. She was doing about $300,000, $400,000 a month. She wanted to scale that because she wanted to get to the 8-figure mark, but she was bogged down in the business, pretty much doing everything to keep things running. And she was like, the more money she was making, the actual more time it was costing, and the more of a headache she was got. And she was really thinking about shutting down the business. And you might be like, shut down $300,000 per month business. Yeah, I see this over and over and over again because these things aren't taken into place. And the thing that often gets you to one level isn't going to get you to the next level without you actually working more hours. So she was able to implement this and get about 20 to 25 hours per week back into her life. Now, if you add that up, you already know that's about 100 hours per month back into her business. Now, what would you do with an extra 100 hours per month back into your business? It'd be a total game changer, and then you multiply that over 12 months. All right, now you know what systems you need, but let's be real. Most business owners never get around to building them because they stuck too deep in the day-to-day, and that's where we come in. We help you build the systems with you so your business finally runs without you. Hit the link below, schedule a free call, and let's get you out of the 60-hour-week grind for good. And if you want to attract better clients without chasing them, check out this next video right here to pop up around here somewhere, and I'll walk you through our client attraction flywheel.